All right, Dan, here's a video of the outside of the boat. Underneath it, catch the trailer at the same time. I'm missing that little cap for the brake reservoir. Let's go down the side a little bit. It's in the shade, but you can see a little bit of the glare from the light. Down this side again. I got a pretty bad internet connection. This will probably take forever to load for you, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, the T Custom XR drive, or Platinum XR. The 4-blade Bravo stainless steel prop. Drive shower, which came standard with the drive. You can see the engine pad up here was recently done, well, a couple of years ago. Had it completely reupholstered. Then we take a look down this side of the boat. Down the starboard side. I did have a blowout, and so it ginked the fender a little bit on this side. I have I called into Extreme Custom Trailers where I had the trailer built, and it's going to cost about $460 for a new fender. It didn't bother me that much, so we can work on that. Back to this side of the boat. I'm a little restricted by my size of my carport here. I'm going to give you the interior of the front right here, I think. So there's the open bow. I'll do a little more when I get inside the boat, but this is what the front of the bow looks like. It's pretty good size, lots of storage. And you crawl down through the cabin in the middle. Okay, let me do an interior one. Start the interior on the port side aft. The storage compartments on both sides of the boat, front and rear, like so. See the bimini top wrapped up there. This is the back seat. You can see the subs. Only one of them's hooked up because a couple of them are blown, and I never really played with it much because it still sounds pretty good. The amps are under the back seat here. And as I said, more storage on that side as well, front and rear. The floors are the hard plastic, cleans very easily. It's really nice. And in the front, both seats are, you know, offshore type pedals, whatever they call them. And the cockpit, stereo, all the controls, gauges. The new Livorsi offshore controls, which are new this year, I've only used them a few times now. The two gauges there are the boost gauge and the fuel pressure that I installed after the supercharger went on. And over to the port side, my wife's spot, generally. That's a built-in cooler right there. However, we always use just the garbage can, put a plastic bag in there. We always had an extra cooler on. One thing both these front seats do is they will drop down so that you can stand in them if you wish to. Both front seats will do that. And then inside the compartment, I'm kind of tall, so it's hard for me to bend over in here sometimes. But anyway, this is what the compartment looks like. It's got opposing seats like this that are pretty big and comfortable. They're too small for me to lay in and sleep, but they're pretty good sized. Cup holder storage behind the seats, and then these two cabinets, which are not in all the boats because my friend's identical boat doesn't have those two cabinets. So it's pretty nice with lights and 12 volt plugs. And you come back out. I showed you a little bit of the front, but here's how you get through to the front while you're in motion. Very large storage on both sides of the front seats as well as under the seats. Here's an anchor storage in the bow. There you go. I hope these come through okay. If you have any questions, give me a buzz. Everything's in pretty good shape. I did find a couple little things on the upholstery. There's a spot up here that it looks to me like a cigarette burn. There's only 2 people ever smoked in my boat. My wife being one of them and a friend of ours, and they both deny it. So I'm not sure. Then there was one other little nick back here that I found recently, and I don't know how that happened. It's on the top of the back seat. Can't even find it. There it is right there. It's actually on the hatch pad. Oh, there's another one right here. So this probably happened at the same time. I used to have my dog in here, so possibly from the dog. Anyway, give me a call. Let me know.